Hello, this is Zenobia Parks, Mrs.WifeyLyfe, and over the last few weeks I've been asking wives, women in general, what did it mean to be a wife? Yesterday I sat through a very powerful sermon and was given the directions to what a wife was, how to live in unity between men and women in the church. And it was just so impactful that it made me just say, what am I waiting for? If I continue to wait on the right camera, if I wait on the right backdrop, or if I just continue to just wait on what I have to say and not give it to my sons and daughters and my nieces and nephews who could benefit for something that I might say, I am doing a disservice to my people by remaining silent while I grow my business. And I say grow my business is I've founded a group called Wifey Life, and its primary purpose is uplifting married women in a committed relationships or people in a committed relationship. I personally do not care what your sexuality is and who you love and who you choose to share your life with. I do not care. Only thing that I care about is being treated fairly, and I live a life of treating other people fairly. Now, just because I choose to want to live and walk in God's way does not make me judgmental towards anyone else's lifestyle. And I think that's very important that I say that I can be non-judgmental to your lifestyle and still invite you into my home and into my group. And we invite all women in relationships who want to learn how to be a wife or how to be in a committed relationship and not lose sense of self. We sometimes forget ourselves while we are catering and doing everything that we can for our man and for our family, and we forget all about us. I didn't run my household the same way that I run my household now as a married woman. That's important to say. That's important for young women to hear. What I did in my 20s, I would not do now at the age of 38. If I were to attend an award show in Chicago, where I'm from, my outfit in the 90s would not have looked like any outfit that we saw on the BET Awards. None of my pearls below the waist would have been seen. Now, I would have been tight fitted. I would have had on some leggings, definitely something sheer with a bra top or something. But to see what type of underwear that I had on television would not have happened. It didn't happen in the 90s. It's not happening into the 2000s. And we need to let our women know that in the 90s, we were just as sexy. We were just as popular. We were popping bottles just like everyone else. We had boyfriends. We went out. We went out on dates. We did all of that and did not get called not one hoe, not one bitch, not one thought, not one groupie. I didn't even know what those terms were until 2014, until social media made those terms popular. I didn't want to hang out with hoes in my early 20s. So my girlfriends couldn't have possibly been a hoe. And we were at the same parties as every celebrity that passed through Chicago. Those are the stories that also need to be told of the everyday woman, a socialite, a woman with talent that was not singing and dancing, but of career-minded, of business-minded. Those women's story in entertainment are not being told. Those are the stories that I would like to tell, if ever given the opportunity. The stories of wives that are successful. We all go through trials and tribulations. We've all gone through our storms. We've all have sinned against sin 3-4 times over. And guess what, babies? Today we are still here today because God shows new mercy and grace every day. Every day we have a chance to do something new, something different, something positive. And if Jesse Williams didn't show us and tell us in that powerful speech on Sunday that you can do all things with an action plan. We're done talking. We're done marching. We're moving. And we can move together as wives to move mountains with our husbands, to train our children to be the greatest and the better versions of us is my plan, is my goal for my future. So my kids are super kids. Because I already know I'm super. I'm super in love. I'm super in thought. I'm super in mind. I'm super in everything that I do when I wake up every morning because God ordained me to be super. So those are my words for you all today. Sorry, I'm a little long. I'm going to get to the 2-minute benchmark, but sometimes it takes longer than 2 minutes when you have a word, when you have something positive that you feel like people need to hear. People need to hear more about married life and how to be a wife. It needs to be rebranded. And I'm making it my mission and my business to work on rebranding marriage and rebranding the word wife. Because it's awesome. It's beautiful. It's the Holy Trinity of love. If you know the word. Now I challenge you again, women. Women in Christ. Women who want to be married. Women who want to know why is my marriage not working the way that it is. Are you praying? Are you getting on your knees in thanks? You don't need a man to pray over his life. You don't need a person or being a body to pray to a spirit that lives within inside of you. That's my message today. So from one queen to another, from one princess to another, from one miss to a missus, and from woman to woman. This is Zenobia Parks, Miss Wifey Life. You can find me on Facebook at Wifey Life, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Mrs.WifeyLyfe. Have a blessed day.